Hey y'all, this is Sergeant Dan with Palmetto Edge, and I've got a cold steel for you here today. This is the cold steel mini Tuff Lite. So let me get a close up for you best I can here with such a small knife, and then we will get into size comparisons, specifications, and review. All right, there you go. So size comparison. Let me get that centered nice and pretty for you there before I move on. There we go. All right, so here it is up against the Benchmade Bug Out. Here it is up against the, messed up my own flick there, dang. Spyderco Para 3. So as you can see, this is a little bitty guy, little bitty dude here. Let me replace this Spyderco with another one. Here it is up against the Spyderco Dragonfly. I'm going to keep the Dragonfly around because I'm going to reference it maybe one or two times during my review, but so it's just going to be off camera here where you can't see it and get distracted by its awesomeness here, right? All right, so overall length on this one is 5 inches with a 2-inch blade length. Now that's the whole blade here. As you can see, there's a choil here, so that means that brings the cutting edge down. This cutting edge here is only 1.3 inches. It is not labeled on the blade, at least not where you can see it, but it is AUS 8A steel. It is a hollow grind. Let's see. Got a flat edge on it there, so maybe Warncliffe-ish, you know. Handle material they say is polymer, which means it's plastic, but you know what kind of plastic. Let me see, I think I still got it over here. Yeah, my Cold Steel Pro Light Tanto here is a, it's got it specifically labeled as GFN, glass-filled nylon, and this one looks, come on focus, quit being a jerk to me, man. Looks almost the same. Okay, so I don't know if it's actually GFN or if it's some other kind of polymer, okay, but it's plastic. GFN, polymer, FRN, whatever, it's all plastic, okay? It's just a fancy plastic. Very lightweight on this thing. Like, man, don't hardly know it's there. It is a lockback on this one, and you know, of course, if you're familiar with cold steel, that triad lock. Let's see, it is one position only for the pocket clip, so it is right hand tip down only for this one. Made in Taiwan, so not a USA made blade on this one. Let's see, I guess that's about it for specifications. So I got this knife because I've seen so many good things about the Tuff Lite, not necessarily the mini Tuff Lite. Haven't seen a whole lot about it, but you know, I see people all the time that have the Tuff Lite, really like it, really brag about it. So I thought the minis were on sale, so I said, well, hey, let me get the mini and see. And you know, for what it is, it's a great knife. It really is. Now, what don't I like about it? I absolutely hate AUS 8 steel. So, you know, AUS 8A is the same thing. And that just comes from my previous and past experience with AUS 8 steel, okay? So take that for what it's worth. You know, as far as the price and everything, it's perfectly in line with that. I just don't like that steel. But it does have this really nice hollow grind on it, okay? It came, I mean, just razor sharp out of the box. If you can see, it's got just a thin edge on it. I mean, this thing was almost like a razor blade. It was really nice. It has the cold steel triad back lock. Okay, so when this thing's locked open, it's locked open. It ain't going nowhere. It's a little awkward to get open. I find myself having to use both my thumb and my middle finger to kind of grab it and help it open. as you can see, this is a small one. It is a little bitty knife, okay? So, just keep that in mind. If you're someone that wants a bigger blade, then don't get this knife, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Ergonomically, it's great. It's really, really wonderful ergonomically. This pocket clip is low profile enough to just kind of stay out of the way. No complaints whatsoever as far as that goes. Got some great jimping on the back here to keep your thumb in place. Got this nice finger choil here. Another one right here. It's got this groove in the plastic here. See, I'm trying to get a good shot of that for you. You can kind of see it. That those fingers just go in and rest in. So as far as, there's many different ways you can hold this knife and it be comfortable, okay? Yeah, there's people that are going to hate that the pocket clip is one position and one position only. I kind of, I wish you could at least, I'm not a lefty, okay, so sorry lefties for this. I wish you could at least switch it over to a tip-up carry. Well, I say that. I'm not someone that's real picky about tip up or tip down. So maybe, I don't know. I don't see why they couldn't make this a 4-way pocket clip. I really don't. So that's probably something I would change, a complaint I have about it. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good knife. So let's talk about price. Price on it is $21.99. Right now, it's on sale for that, okay? I don't know how I feel about that, really. It's a good price, but then again, that's the same price as this one here. You get a whole lot more material with this one. You get more blade material, obviously. You get more handle material, obviously. So, why it's the same price, I don't quite get that. Maybe it has to do with the steel. It is a different steel. This is what's it called? German 4116, whatever the heck that even is, versus at least a known steel, ALS 8A. I don't know, so maybe that's where the price comes in. Maybe this stuff's just an absolute cheap crap steel, and this is less of a cheap crap steel. I don't know. But I'm kind of on the fence about that price. Based on everything I see, if I could just look at this one alone, I go, yeah, $22, that's a very fair price. But then when I know that I can get this one with a lot more material, same features, same company, all that stuff for the same price, I kind of go, well, heck, why isn't this one like $14, $15 instead of $22? But, whatever. One thing to note, if you're looking for a small knife and you're wanting to spend, around that price, then yeah, this would be a great option for you, okay? But, then I kind of start thinking about the Spyderco Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is from, I don't really want to say a more reputable company, because there's not like there's anything awful with Cold Steel, okay? But typically in my mind, quality comes to mind better with Spyderco than with Cold Steel. For $22, you can get this one. This one's about $62. Okay, so $40 more will get you this one. It's a slightly bigger knife. How are we with cutting edge? Got a little more cutting edge, but we're talking about overall blade length. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bigger than the Mini Tuff Lite, but when I was carrying this one, my mind kept coming back to my Dragonfly. Dragonfly's a better steel. It's VG10. It's still a lockback. No, it's not the Cold Steel Triad lockback, okay? The pocket clip is at least 2-way on this one. It's tip up only, but it's at least right hand or left hand, whereas this one's tip down, right hand only. Okay, so, I understand that these are two different quality of knives, two different price points. Okay, but the point I'm trying to make with this is, if you're willing to spend $40 more, you can get a significantly better knife, in my opinion, with the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly, if you like the Wharncliffe style blade, the Dragonflies even come in a Wharncliffe now. Okay, so don't let the blade shape be what throws you off. Okay, let me see. Let me pull it up on my phone over here. Same price, $61.75, so $62. You know, if you like that Wharncliffe style blade, then your Spyderco Dragonfly 2 comes in a Wharncliffe. So, you know, just like I said, I understand these are two blades in two different classes, two different price points, but my point I'm trying to make is, if you're willing to spend a little more money, you can get a slightly better blade with the Dragonfly. So, you know, being someone that has carried the Dragonfly, reviewed it, experienced it, that's what my mind kept coming to with this one was my Dragonfly. I kept going, man, this is nice, but man, between the two, I'd rather carry my Dragonfly. And that's how I feel about it. It's a good knife. If it's the size you're looking for, at the price point you're looking for, I can totally recommend it, okay? It's a good knife, but if you're someone that has experienced a Dragonfly, you're going to keep comparing it to it and go, man, this thing's not as good as my Dragonfly. I wish I was carrying my Dragonfly, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so $22. I don't know about that price. Would I replace this one? No. You know, if something were to happen to it, would I replace it? No, because I've got my Dragonfly. I mean, I'm happy I have it. I'm happy I have it and have been able to use it. And I still carry it at home every once in a while, okay? This is not a knife that I carry when I go out. But when I'm just at home and just want a knife in my pocket, I have carried this one, you know, a handful of times outside of my time of carrying for review and stuff like that. So, guys, that's where I'm going to have to leave it. It's a good knife, but it's no Spyderco Dragonfly, okay? Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Instagram and the Twitter. My Twitter's not really active right now because I only have like 3 people following me. So if that starts to pick up, I'll probably start doing that too. But yeah, guys, thank y'all again. Y'all have a good one.